Hello folks, welcome to episode 2 of Sabbatical Uncle Stories. This episode will be about this blue envelope over here. So rewind back 2 months ago, me and my family went to boutique fairs at F1 Pit Building during one of the evenings. The fair had many stores selling produce, hippie clothes, accessories, hippie food and drinks, books and so on. But in one corner, there was an interesting store offering something unique. Basically selling bespoke poems. The store was called The Novel Encounter, and this is their website. How this works is that you provide Adam with 3 words and he will chit-chat with the customer to get some vibes on how to ponder upon the provided words. Then the magic comes in. On his vintage typewriter, he crafts a poem out of thin air on the fly. Think of it as poem as a service or ChatGPT.
We won't be like this forever. So we write it down, capture what we're feeling with ink and newfound intimacy. Strangers in beautiful conspiracy to create something entirely for us to have and hold.
For my upcoming sabbatical, my wife decided to engage Adam for his services. She thought long and hard for the 3 words. So Adam asked me about what is my favourite band, favourite music, favourite song, favourite movies and so on. So then we chit-chat about me and my wife going to Hong Kong to watch the Arctic Monkeys concert recently. So with just these 3 words, Adam worked his magic, and what he come up with, what he crafted, is in this envelope. So I also kept it, at that point in time I kept it in this book, which I also got from him. I got the book because it will likely provide inspiration for my lyrics. So at that point in time I decided not to open it until my sabbatical starts. So here we go. I'll go through line by line because it's actually quite difficult to have a critic on the spot. The first 2 lines, freedom isn't necessarily always a place of paradise, is fitting because there's this uncertainty about the sabbatical, whether I'll make full use of it. So I have a lot of time, there will be freedom, but it may not necessarily be a place of paradise. But he knows that I'm going to do music because that's one of the words that my wife chose. So he says sometimes it's a sound like music. So freedom sometimes is like a sound, like a particular tune in your head that was created out of the blue. Yeah, so that's how music comes about, right? Like, I don't know, for some music might be something that's engineered, but for me it is quite out of the blue, quite magical. So there's this line, up above the wind, straight into the vein. I like the part straight into the vein, not sure why. And then he references Arctic Monkeys in Do You Want to Know? That's the song that I mentioned as my favourite song. Do you want to know what keeps us close to feeling tattered and lifted? So I have this song that I wrote previously that used the word tattered. So I like the word tattered a lot. Lifted at the same time. Grounded with our soul up in the skies. This sounds a bit Oasis. I'm not sure why. I could engineer a cute pun, try to be creative about it. So he used, I'm not sure I told him I was engineer by training, but he used the word engineer. I could engineer a cute pun, try to be creative with it, but truth be told, freedom to me feels like every wonderful moment shared with you. So I guess my wife. In the center of our shared unique paradise. So to summarize, I think he revisited the word freedom many times, and that's not one of the words that my wife used. The 3 words my wife selected was creative, grounded, music. So I think the theme is freedom. That's a good one. I do not know how you infer that, because I'm a big fan of the word free and freedom. This word free appears in many times in the songs that I've written. Freedom is not necessarily a place of paradise. Freedom is sometimes like a sound, like a music. And freedom can be like every wonderful moment shared with you in the center of our shared unique paradise. Oh, not bad, pretty good. So I'll probably make use of these to write some of my songs and also the book that I've got from him. So if you see him next time in one of those fairs or I do not know, trade shows, perhaps you can look him up and have a bespoke poem written for you.